Well, hey, he's Michael,
He's Rob.
and this is Two Guys and a Beach.
And welcome to Dana Point Harbor.
Absolutely. Great place to be.
Sure is. It's not even Thanksgiving yet, but of course we're fully decorated for the holidays.
Absolutely. Always starts early around here.
This is a little area where there's some shops and restaurants at one end of the harbor. Go in that building, you can set yourself up for a whale watching tour. And then over on the left here is the Frisbee Cellars little wine bar. And under the canopy, the white tents over there, is a long-time Dana Point favorite called John's Fish Market. You can go in there and buy fresh fish, or you can sit down and have a great meal. A lot of it's locally caught stuff.
Yeah, that's great.
You can also get over to Catalina Island right here from Dana Point on the Catalina Express.
Yeah, how long is that? 45 minutes out?
A little longer than that.
Okay. You can see the jetty back there in the background that creates the harbor.
That's right. And here's some kind of little pleasure craft that people can go out on for whale watching tours. And the Dana Pride there is a larger boat. We actually went on a rehearsal dinner for a wedding there a few years ago.
Very cool. I've been to a couple weddings at Dana Point. They're always done really well.
Really nice day. Check out those clouds.
Yeah. Beautiful.
So what's the story on this Dana Point place, Michael?
Well, as you know, before the jetty was installed, it was called Killer Dana, which was some of the largest waves in the area over here. When the Army Corps of Engineers put the jetty in, it kind of closed off the surf break and made for a much smaller surf set to the left over in Doheny Park, where we were last time that we did a video. And so it kind of changed the whole surfing environment of Dana Point, but still really cool.
Yeah, they actually started that project in 1966, and it took them 5 years. And I believe it's 1 million tons of rock that were used to build the jetty. Of course, they did a lot of dredging, and then they built the harbor and the infrastructure and everything. It opened in 1971.
Excellent.
And here is one of our Two Guys on the Beach producers arriving. Hello, Michael.
Yeah. Ready to go.
Got a nice boardwalk here right by the boats.
Yeah, it seems like every slip is full this year.
Sure does. Really very mellow here in November. The summer crowds are gone. Although it really never gets mobbed the way some seaside places do.
No, that's a nice place. Nice place to hang out. So it's not busy all the time.
Although it was built in 1971, and there's not been any major reconstruction or redo. So they are just beginning on a revitalization project. They've already done a lot of the slips. They're going to accommodate larger craft there in the harbor.
Nice.
And they're going to completely redo every last shop, restaurant, tear down the existing motel, and put in 2 luxury hotels in that space.
It's going to be really nice. Take a little while, but it'll be done soon.
Yeah, they're going to do it in phases so they can keep everything open. It'll take several years. In the meantime, come on down and enjoy it.
That's right.
It's really a great place to walk.
It is. It's pretty flat, so you can get around pretty easy, and it's just so chill, especially on days like this where it's not a lot of activity.
That's right. And you can kind of see the jetty in the background, and of course that's Dana Point there also.
Right.
You can walk out there as well. You ever hear about the history of Dana Point?
I have.
Michael?
No.
Well, Richard Henry Dana was an explorer. He took out from Massachusetts and he went on a 2-year voyage. And among other places that he stopped in California, which was at that time a property of Mexico, was here. There was no such thing as Dana Point then. It was considered to be San Juan Capistrano. And he was a trader. So what they traded for here with the local ranchers was cowhides.
Okay.
There was no access like you see today down to the water. It was all on cliffs all the way around. So they actually hurled the cowhides off Dana Point, which is the hill that you see in the background there, and 200 feet or so down to the boats.
That's amazing.
He wrote a book about his travels called 2 Years Before the Mast. I believe he was at sea from, his trip was 1835 to 1837. Just imagine what it was like then.
It's a completely different world than it is now.
And so, of course, later in his honor, Dana Point was named after Mr. Dana. Here's a slightly different perspective from a bridge that goes over to the jetty. Let's just kind of enjoy the scenery here. Such a beautiful, serene place. Let's enjoy it for a minute. Now we're over on the other side. There's Dana Point in the background. And more boats.
More boats. And more again.
Here's a little memorial to Richard Henry Dana Jr., author, lawyer, and advocate.
He lived a long time.
And here he is. This section here at night is absolutely beautiful and lit up, and you can sit at these tables and have dinner.
Yeah, we come down here several times during the season. It's
just
fun.
beautiful.
Here's some of that new construction we were talking about.
That's right. They're starting with the parking garage, and they're trying to get that done so they can keep everything moving and rolling during the revitalization.
That's right. Parking is key, as we all know here in Southern
And
California.
there we are. We've come full circle.
Absolutely.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Come and see Dana Point.